Here comes Lance.
See you, Gary.
Have you made a video lately? Have you made a video lately?
I did a couple like shorts on that little on that 50.
Yeah, right.
Other than that, I haven't had time really.
All right, so did the guy pay $1,000 for the gloves at the end of the day? I heard you went to court. So at the end of the day, oh, you're hearing that right now. So at the end of the day, the guy ended up spending $1,000 for the $50 gloves. Between the
$350.
oh, $350 gloves.
Yeah.
But it'll still spend $1,000 between the lawyer
yeah.
costs.
It's a
You know,
one.
right. I'd love to go video, but they won't let this go in there. All right, see ya. Now I have to do what I have to do because I came here so many days looking for the Honorable Bill Judge in his office. And sadly, Bill has passed, which is hard to believe. It's already been over 3 weeks or 1 month. He died on a Wednesday.
3 weeks Wednesday.
Yeah, so 3 weeks ago, 2 days ago. Hard to believe. Isn't that incredible?
I'm still.
Oh, sure. Well, everybody, I mean, we'll never forget him. I mean, plus you working here. Yeah, so now, the judge has been replaced by who? The prison guard? How are you? How are you? I'm doing a video for your dealership. Time to come down and check out the new Honda Goldwing. Goldwing, gold. All right, they've got enough of me today, so I'm going to get out of here and let Jack, Jack, the trade of all, Jack, the great tradesman here. So here's Jack Whitaker. He's a good friend of mine. So if you don't mind, give him a call. He definitely will take very good care of you on helping you decide what makes you happy and him happy as well. So they got a great, just so you know, everybody, this is a Power Sports Honda dealership. So they have like every product you can buy. There's not going to be any other Honda dealer out there that's going to have more product than you.
No.
Not in this immediate area. You have to go way hundreds, if not 500 miles away. So since they're a power dealer, they have they have a huge selection. There's more stuff upstairs in the shop. We're not even seeing everything.
No,
and they have a second dealership.
warehouse,
They have a second dealership.
Yes.
So, hey, put a smile on your face. Bring them on in. And you be the first to be the first to sell the gold wing. The gold wing, which have the certain flair to that individual will love that.
Come and see me.
Yeah. All right. Hey, anyway, thanks so much for letting me come and visit, and we'll be back. All right. Have a great day. All right. Ready? Yep. We're going to get out of here. It's starting to rain again, and they're doing good. They're selling product. Anybody here that's watching the legacy media that wants to convince you that people are scared and not spending money, that is not the case here. And as I mentioned on my morning video, my other good friend that runs a motorcycle dealership, they're doing very well. So the good news is the money's still being shared, everybody. It's not my money today. And my boy destroyed the leash. So we got to get him out of here. Let's see here. Got to get you here. And get you back here. So what's pretty cool is he's gotten down now the point where he just jumps up in here. See that? And that's so cool. So he wants some water. I got to get him some water here. So, all right. Hey, he drinks just like a human being does, doesn't he? Got my backup water and my big cup of water for the boy so that he has water. As we get out of here on the Timber Honda Adventure Day, it's incredible how such good friends there to hang out and talk to. I don't have to buy something for them to want to be my friends, which that's cool, and get the lowdown of what's going on. And they're transitioning into a new manager, general sales manager here, because Bill Moon, who I used to come and see, the judge, he sadly passed in a canoeing or kayaking accident. So if you really watch my channel, you know all about that. And so they're right now kind of trying to come to closure of what makes sense for them on who will be the next general sales manager. Not the GM of the dealership. They already have a GM named Bernie Nichols, which oversees two of the Timber Honda Power Sports dealerships. So they're looking for a full-time general sales manager with incredible talents of running a dealership of the motorsports industry. preferably, I think is what they'd probably prefer, but you never know. Could be a person comes from the car industry, but I think they're going to go try to keep it internally, because I do know personally of 3 people wishing to have that position. So I do know that, but that's not their decision to be made. That'll come through probably Fred Tenbrook and Bernie Nichols will come to closure what makes sense of who gets to have the reins of what Bill Moon had that sadly passed just 3 weeks ago, this past Wednesday, canoeing in West Virginia. Wow. Oh, death is always among us, isn't it? And it's something we live in this physical world. We all take for granted to be here another day. But you know what? I think many here can attest that, yeah, you've witnessed so many that you thought would be here another day are no longer here today. I mean, even for me, a year ago, I just about borderline perished this physical world on a motorcycle in Tennessee on my Harley, getting up the road, and a lady pulled right out in front of me on a rural road that just about took me out. I have a whole video of that. You know, wow, I just met on Easter Sunday, met Jesus. So, and everybody's been giving me condolences to my mother's loss, which I really appreciate that, everybody. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support my channel. Very, very, very nice. So cool to have such nice people in the world that care about others. And that's what's really cool, which has I've gotten a lot out of my channel. It's so nice. So now we're just going to head on back home and kind of call it a day. Nothing really much more than sharing you just the antics of me going to yet another dealership. But it was interesting how that Goldwing was sitting there in the dealership, and I can honestly tell you that it's just nothing there. It just doesn't jump out at you. It's just, I don't think Honda did a very good job in that color. And even if that's the original color, 50 years ago, they should have been more creative and made it a more modern, attractive, like a gold bar that's melting down type of look to it that would have it more pizzazz and more excitement, because that just isn't anything there. And the good news is, to the Honda Goldwings I have, there's no reason whatsoever for me to want to sell my Honda Goldwing. There's nothing there, because the bottom line is it's just a color choice, and it's the Apple Play, which if you watch them try to figure out how to do that, this is so crazy. So they got these signs back here. The guys that put up the signs, they have the signs backwards. It shows everything going to the right-hand lane instead of the left-hand lane. Yeah, that's not very encouraging. But for me, there's no excitement whatsoever of having to interface my phone to try to go through that infotainment center of that Honda Goldwing. That is, to me, it's not that easy to navigate around that motorcycle. You're better off, like I just said, in the dealership, it's just to put your phone in a cell phone cradle that you can buy. There's a company called Goldstrike that specializes in you being able to put that cell phone holder and attach it to your handlebars that's specifically designed for the Honda Goldwing handlebars. And I have them on my motorcycles, my Goldwings, and it's a very nice, secure, phone ain't going nowhere, cradle for the phone, and you can put everything right there with your Apple Play right there on your handlebars on your Honda Goldwing. So why anybody would buy a brand new Honda Goldwing just for that, I can't see it. Now, if it's a color thing, that's a different ballgame. So, and for the moment, Honda's not posting any increased pricing in any of their units. So there's just kind of the lull before the storm, if you ask me. It's been very interesting here over the next 3 to 6 months of what plays out in the market, in the car market, the motorcycle market. I just don't think that a radical change is going to happen overnight. I could be wrong, but I just think that we're a ways away from people going to sticker shock at dealerships. That's my guess, but I could be totally wrong. And look at that scenery there. It really is just beautiful country up here. It's not too far from the Washington, D.C. chaos. It's hard to believe when you think about, D.C. is just about 40 miles east of here. And you have such the nice scenery. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop up here and check out the firewood place and see how much firewood is at this location here, because where I am, they're out of the firewood. And so got all the truckers, a lot of traffic's out. You know, you never know that in so many ways the fear-mongering media machine wants to scare the hell out of you every day of your life. But you know, in my travels every day, there's a lot of people out and about going places and spending money. So you just really wouldn't know. If you didn't watch the news, I mean, I can tell you, I would never know that radical things are going on. I mean, I just don't see it because I'm so much out in the field, and I just see traffic everywhere I go. I see people buying things everywhere I go. So I would be like, you're telling me that there's a stock market crash? You're telling me that there's fear in the air and everything's more expensive? You just don't, I mean, I don't see it. You don't taste it, you don't feel it. So here's like a roadside market that sells like furniture and outdoor things that has wood, but I think it's already kind of like crated up, and I'll be amazed if it's really expensive. But I'm going to stop in and see if it's worthwhile getting some wood and throw it in the back of the truck here, or better off bringing the dump trailer up and have them load some up here. But I think this stuff will be pricey because I just don't think it's their main forte. It's more of just something for them to offer. So, but you know, it looks like it's closed. I mean, you know, the way this place looks right now, I swear it looks like it's closed. It says it's open, so I want to go up here. So there, see that firewood? See there, firewood. So my local guy near me has all this same type of thing, where you take this whole crate, and you probably pay a core price on this wood. Oh, let's go over here. See, you got the outdoor. So then you got this little here, you hand pick it. And so what's interesting is there a price for me to see right here? And see there's $40, which that's, you know, that's pricey. So for me, that's like I say, and it's stupid. I got better options closer to me. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Get up the road, everybody. Diesel boy things. As Ram Terex gets up the road, you know, it's incredible. That Chevy Bison HD diesel truck I ride around in, that thing doesn't get much better mileage than this damn thing does. I don't know where the miles per gallon is here. Where is it? So that Bison says to me 12 miles per gallon. So, and diesel's more expensive than the premium gas I can buy at Costco. So believe it or not, driving this truck around is really more economical than that big Chevy HD Duramax motor, which even I'm blown away. I would have thought that truck would be like a 15 to 17 mile per gallon truck. When I work out of that truck, the average mileage is showing 11 and 11 range, which even for me, I'm stumped. I'm like, wow, that's hard to believe. In so many ways, this is just every bit as good as driving a heavy-duty truck. And for my Chevy Colorado Bison, that's a 17 mile per gallon vehicle. So it isn't radically more. The Jeep Gladiator, that's like basically 18. So when it comes to the truck side, the Lightning truck is really the only more economical truck I would have to ride around in, because I pay 11 cents a kilowatt to recharge it. So I'm spending basically on average about $8 to $10 a day to drive out around in that. Well, yesterday I drove it. No, 2 days ago I drove that truck like 220 miles, And when I got back in, it showed 1.8 miles per kilowatt is what I was averaging. So, right there, simple math, that's over 100 kilowatt of energy I burned up. And then to replace it at nighttime and to charge it, I pay like 11 cents a kilowatt. Here's the kid. Yeah.
Are you home?
I'm heading over the hill right now from Winchester.
Oh, okay. I'm in the back doing my homework, so I just didn't know.
Alrighty, bye-bye. Yeah, that was nice, right? Hey, Dad, how you doing? Barb. She had no idea she's on YouTube. Be careful when you call somebody and they're in their car, you start yakking. I was like, hey, is anybody else around in your car right now as we're talking? Yeah, don't say too much, right? Anyway, so that F-150 truck, for the economy-wise, that's about the only thing that, in some ways, is the most economical per se, but yeah, whatever. I was going to do a video the other day. Of me riding around on that electric truck, but I've done so many videos of that, and I just like, I didn't feel like doing it. And I was like, but that Blue Cruise, that thing is so nice. I mean, that Blue Cruise, the adaptive cruise control, and for all the driving I do around the beltways and everywhere else, that is such the more relaxed truck. And you don't, it saves the fatigue of you driving. I mean, it's a great vehicle in all reality. It's perfect for my application of driving less than 300 miles on a daily basis. If I'm driving like 225, 200 miles, 150 miles, that's a perfect work vehicle for my company. Now, to go to Florida in it, no, pain in the ass. Go to Tennessee, nah, it's too much of a pain in the ass. I'll pass. Trailering, forget it, it's over. Coming over Weather Mountain, where the U.S. Weather National Service is based on top of this mountain about 5 miles up this road right here. As the trees are a-changing. And we're a whopping 45 degrees, everybody. So it's definitely chilly. Next week, we go into some warm weather coming into this weekend, first part of the... But then I think next week it's back down to 30s at nighttime. And I think maybe 40s and 50s in the daytime. It just isn't going to get consistently warm here until it's June. It'll be June. May will have its hot days, but it's usually June before you just have really consistent warm weather. All right, let me stay focused on the road and not on the police.